So this pathological altruism is the result of verbal abuse. Verbal abuse creates a Stockholm syndrome, and it creates a terror of independent thought for fear of attack. And I get these messages from people all over Europe. All over Europe, they're pouring in these messages. You can see them on the comments of the videos. They're filling up our inbox. I can't say anything. I don't like it. I'm terrified of saying anything. Well, do you think it was a lot of fun to go to war? Do you think it was a lot of fun? Do you think the guys were having a real fine beach vacation in the first 20 endless goddamn minutes of Saving Private Ryan? You fight now or you fight later. It's your choice. But they're also terrified. And, can I blame men? Not really. What would they be protecting? What would the men who traditionally are the ones who stand up and say, no, this is bad for us. I will not do it. I don't care that there are people mewling and squalling and complaining and patriarchy. I don't care. I don't care. I'm standing here and I'm defending what is left of civilization from what is less civilized. I'm defending women and children and helpless men and the old from the people who are coming in whose ideology specifically demands that they wish us harm. Men aren't doing that.
They don't have children.
Why? Well, they have no kids. And women have hated them for 50 years. Because they were raised in an environment where they were viewed as inconvenient and broken girls. Oh, he's restless. Let's drug him. Oh, he's not that interested in cutting out little things and making dresses. Oh, he just wants to go out and play. Oh, he's rough. Oh, my goodness. He doesn't seem to be able to sit on his ass for 4 hours straight because he's 7 and a boy and wants to go out there and fight dragons. So we got to drug him and we got to nag him and we got to give him lines and we got to complain about him. We can call his mother. He's got attention deficit disorder. No, you're boring. School sucks. If I sit you in front of a television and turn it off and turn the lights out and leave you there for 7 hours, you find your mind wanders a little. That's still more stimulating than school. Because school comes with boredom and, added bonus, terror. Not only are the teachers boring, not only is the content mindless, not only does nothing make any sense at all, no, not only is it pointless busy work to empty out your head and fill it with vacuous obedience to the powers that be, also there's fear, because there's bullies. Oh, and all the women think that you're just not that great because you're a boy. So you're kind of smelly and you're kind of loud. And you're kind of rough and tumble. So you got to get that rough and tumble out, or, we're going to give you drugs that are going to shrink, about 10% of your entire fucking brainstem. How's that? He's paying attention to the drool that's now collecting on his lap, and his brain is shrinking as we speak, to the point where he moves his head around and his brain continues to roll a little bit like a bowling ball in the bottom of a boat when he stops. And this is how the boys were brought up in the West. You suck. You're not as nice and compliant and obedient as those girls. Okay, say the boys. We get it. Boys suck. Boys are terrible. Plus, we're going to grow up to be patriarchs. And apparently just homophobes and racists. Like, we're terrible. We get it. We're terrible people. Horrible people. Brutal people. We have to be drugged to be as nice as girls. Which is like 90% of the ADD medication, if it's not even medication. Compliance drugs go to the boys. So boys grow up and say, okay, masculinity sucks. Masculinity is toxic. Women are always wonderful. Society really hates us. They really look down upon us. We are troublesome. We are either neutered or trouble. We either nod and say, hey, can I get some kibbles if I agree with, yeah, men suck, I suck, we all suck. Can I get maybe a university professorship, some kibbles? I'm willing to self-flagellate. It's like the monks. Beat yourself up enough and you get to be the prior, the head of the monastery. The guy who beats himself up the most moves up the most. Beat up, move up. Now you self-flagellate enough. Oh yeah, Western, the capitalism is terrible. Men are terrible. Oh my God, women are wonderful. Great, you move up. And then like Lawrence Summers, if you ever point out the fact that male and female brains are different, you get your ass fired. Oh my God. President of Harvard, I think, and someone asked him a question, why do you think there aren't that many women high up in the STEM fields? He's like, well, you know, male and female brains are a little different. Men are more extreme at either end. That could have something to do with it. Ah! A glimmer of truth. We're allergic to it. Kill, kill, kill. So men have been raised and everybody hates us. So who the fuck are we going to defend? And why? Why would we? This is what happens when you verbally abuse those who stand between you and chaos for 50 years straight, and you drug them, and you rape them, and you destroy them in the courts, and you screw them up in divorce. You get a bunch of guys who are like, I'm not going to protect anybody. Nobody even likes me. Why the hell would I protect people who've spent 50 years drugging me, putting me down, and telling me how much I'm scum and they hate me? Why on earth would I want to pretend that? You don't ask Jews to give a kidney to Hitler, for God's sakes. Why would you ask men to protect your culture? This is what happens when you verbally abuse your defenders. You get defenseless. That's where you end up. You men are scum. Oh, wait, there's dangerous men coming. Will you guys help us out? Sorry, scum don't fight. Scum don't protect you. Patriarchs, I wouldn't want to be demeaning to you by stepping between you and an invading horde. That might be demeaning to you. I'm out of here.